Welcome to my audio article, Henrietta Swan Leavitt, Measuring the Universe. Imagine discovering a new law so profound that allowed astronomers to measure the very size of the cosmos. Yet, for much of history, the name behind the discovery remained almost unknown. This is the story of Henrietta Swan Leavitt, a quiet, determined woman whose insight became one of the cornerstones of modern astronomy. Henrietta Swan Leavitt was born on July 4, 1868, in Lancaster, Massachusetts, an Independence Day baby destined to give humanity a new kind of freedom, the ability to measure the universe. Her father, George Roswell Leavitt, was a congregational minister, and her mother, Henrietta Swan Kendrick, encouraged her curiosity from an early age. At a time when women were rarely encouraged to pursue science, Henrietta's parents supported her education, a decision that would change scientific history. After attending Oberlin College, Leavitt transferred to Radcliffe College, the women's branch of Harvard. There she studied mathematics, philosophy, fine arts, and astronomy. During her senior year, a single astronomy course captured her imagination. Not long after, illness struck, leaving her completely deaf, a setback that might have ended another career. But not hers. Henrietta, fascinated with the sky, only deepened. In 1893, she began volunteering at the Harvard College Observatory, working under Edward Charles Pickering. Pickering had assembled a group of women known as computers, whose task was to analyze glass photographic plates of the night sky, measuring and catalog the brightness of thousands of stars. Among these women were Henrietta Fleming and Annie Jump Cannon. In 1902, Leavitt joined the observatory full-time, earning just 30 cents an hour. That pay was low, but the work was celestial. Her method was ingenious. By overlaying photographic negative plates taken on different nights, a technique called superposition, she could spot stars whose brightness changed over time. These variable stars became her lifelong focus. By 1904, she identified more than 200 in the Magellanic Clouds, two small satellite galaxies orbiting our Milky Way. The number would eventually rise to over 2,400. Nearly half of all the variable stars known at the time. Then came her great discovery. In 1912, while studying a particular type of variable star known as Cepheid stars, Leavitt noticed that the brighter the star, the longer its cycle of variation. In other words, there was a precise relationship between a star's brightness and how fast it pulsed. This period luminosity relationship became one of the most important tools in astronomy. By measuring a Cepheid pulsation, astronomers could now determine its absolute brightness and therefore its distance from Earth. Henrietta Leavitt had given science a cosmic measuring stick. Her discovery soon made possible the work of others, including Hertzsprung and Edwin Hubble, who used Leavitt's law to determine the distance to distant galaxies. Hubble revealed that the universe is expanding, one of the greatest scientific findings of all time, which was built on the foundation Henrietta had laid. Despite her immense contribution, Leavitt never received the recognition she deserved during her lifetime. She continued her careful work at Harvard, standardizing standard magnitudes with what became known as North Polar Sequence. In 1921, she was appointed head of the stellar photometry, but later that same year she passed away from cancer at just age 53. In 1924, the Swedish Academy of Science considered awarding her the Nobel Prize, but withdrew the nomination after learning she had already died. Still, her discovery remained one of astronomy's guiding principles. Every time astronomers measure the distance to a star or galaxy, they are, in a sense, continuing her work. Her colleague, Sullivan Bailey, once wrote, "She had the happy faculty of appreciating all that was worthy and lovable in others, and was possessed with a nature so full of sunshine that, to her, all of life became beautiful and full of meaning." Henrietta Swan Leavitt rests today in Cambridge, Massachusetts, beneath a marble monument crowned with a globe, a fitting symbol for a woman who helped us understand our place in the universe. From a minister's daughter with a love of the stars to an astronomer who gave us a way to measure them, Henrietta Swan Leavitt's story is one of brilliance, perseverance, and lasting impact. She didn't just look at the stars, she showed us how far away they truly are. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed learning about this remarkable woman and her contribution to astronomy.